And among the seasons, he's a spring season, because in the spring season, it's not too cold and it's not too hot. So among the seasons, he's called Vasanta Ritu. Among the cheaters, he's the gamble, because you lose everything. Among the conquerors, among the Tejas person, among the person who conquers everything, he's a victory. Among the endeavor, I am that endeavor. Because in Dhruva Charitra, we have seen that demigods, they come and complain to Lord Krishna that this boy Dhruva is doing so much tapas. We are not able to tolerate his tapas. Then Lord says, why don't you go and just disturb his tapas? You can do this. You've already done this many times. Then they say, no, it's not possible for us. We cannot disturb Dhruva Maharaj's tapas. Then Lord says, yes, you cannot do that. Why? Because I am doing tapas inside him. So Dhruva Maharaj tapas is me actually. I am doing the tapas inside him because I want to see him. So how to see him? I cannot just go in front of Dhruva and show myself. He has to do something. He is unable to do anything. He is incapable. So I do tapas inside him, and for this tapas I give him result. So that's how Krishna blesses us. He does everything, and ultimately he comes and blesses. So among the strong, I am the strength. I am the Yadavas. Krishna says, I am the Yadavas. Among the Yadavas, I am the Krishna. Among the Pandavas, say Arjuna, it's you. I am the Pandavas. Among the Pandavas, I am yourself, that is Arjuna. Among the sages, I am the Vyasa. That is Munis. Here Muni means one who contemplates on higher spiritual topic. They are called Munis. And among the Kavis, Kavis means one who tries to understand the subtle things which are explained in the Vedas. Among the Kavis, I am the Ushana. Ushana means here Shukracharya. So among the correct among the punishments, I am that punishment. Because when you get punishment, then you won't do that mistake again. Among the desire for victory, I am the proper conduct. Because when you want to get a victory, people, they do so many illegal things to get victory. But here he says, among the person who desires for victory, I am the person who has proper conduct, niti. Among the secrets, I am the silence. Among gaining spiritual knowledge, I am the meditation. And I am the knowledge of the person who has knowledge. I am the seed of all the living entities to manifest. So I am the seed for moving and non-moving, everything that exists without, there is nothing which exists without me. So Krishna just concludes with the shloka in 40. So Krishna has just now described. Then he says, Nantosti ma divyana vibhutinam parantapa esha tudeshanta prokta vibhutir vistaromaya yatyad vibhuti matsatvam srimad urjitam eva tattat eva gacchamitvam mama tejom sasambhavam. Then he says, what is the use of explaining? Or how is it possible to explain everything, Arjuna? Because there is no end for my vibhutis. I have still, because you have asked me, I have only spoken few of my vibhuti. There is no time, Arjuna, please get up. It's enough. If I can speak my vibhuti, Bhagavad Gita will be like 32 chapters. How many chapters I am going to speak? It's enough, Arjuna. Now we have to fight. Everybody is waiting for us to fight. Enough of my glories. Get up, Arjuna, and fight. That's what Krishna says. It's enough. Because yadyat vibhuti mat sattvam srimad urjitam eva. Know that all the opulent, beautiful, glorious thing in this creation, whatever you see, which are very glorious, whatever is present here, whatever present in the, whatever was there in the past, and whatever will be in the future, that whenever you see something which shows the majesty or beauty or strength or some glory, it is all because of me. And they are all arising from my fragment, Arjuna. They are nothing. When he says, Atava Bahunaitena Kim Yatena Tava Arjuna Vistabhyam Idam Krishnam Ekamsena Siddho Jagate. Arjuna, what is the use of understanding my detailed knowledge? I will just tell you in one word. What is this detailed knowledge? This detailed knowledge is just like a one small mole in my whole body. We have a full body, and in this body there's a small mole, a black color mole. So that's the that is the whole creation, whole material creation. If whole material creation is just like a one mole, then understand the whole body, how big the whole body is. So it is impossible for you to originate. It is impossible for even me, myself, to understand my glories completely. So it is impossible for me to understand, and it is impossible for me to explain to you everything. So whatever you have asked, I have explained to you something. What is the use? Why Krishna is explaining all this thing? Because in this world, if you want to meditate on Lord, as soon as you close your eyes, immediately our mind goes here and there. So Krishna is explaining all this thing just to give us dhyana. Because when you say Krishna is this, when we understand Krishna is here, Krishna is this, Krishna is there, then whenever our mind goes, then our mind will go to Krishna. That's why Krishna is establishing himself in all these things, just to bring our mind under the control. So this thing is already very much mingled in our blood itself. In India, we worship everything. When Madhvacharya wanted to go to take sannyasa, in the midst of his night, in the midnight, he wakes up and he touches his father and mother feet, and he goes to each and every pillar. He pays obeisances. He pays obeisance to his house. He worships everything, and he goes to take sannyasa. Means he takes permission from everything, because he see Lord's presence in everything. So that's why we can see in this world we worship everything. Even when we go to temple, we don't step on the main prakara, main this step. We cross over that step. We think that is also Lord. Even for one step, even for every step, we put some we put some kunkuma, we put some turmeric powder, and we worship. We don't give up everything. We don't leave up everything, because that's how we are trained. Vasudeva Saramiti. We are trained to see Lord in every place, in every circumstances. But this cannot be understood by people in Western country. They think the Lord is somewhere only in the church. That's why in Western country you don't find people in any church. Churches are very empty. That's why they are coming and preaching here. Here everything is getting full. Here whole Sanatana people, they are going to church and they are making churches into temple. Because this is how in our country, in our blood, from our birth itself, we are trained like that, to think that everything is Lord, everything is Lord's quality. And whenever you see some greatness in somebody, don't think about that person as great, and don't go behind him. Don't go and beg from him. Oh, he's such a great person. He has such a great quality. No, these are not his qualities. These are all Lord qualities. Lord has given him something. If you see any beautiful thing, if you see any beautiful person, very very influential person, very rich person, very strong, very intelligent person, don't think that is his glories. These are all ekam sena siddha. These are all Lord's simple quality, Lord's reflection that we can see from this person. So don't praise anybody, and don't neglect also, thinking, okay, anyway, he's useless. No, we will not go behind that person, and we'll understand, we'll glorify Lord. When you see something beautiful, when you see something very influential, immediately we'll think about Lord. This is how we are trained like that. So this is how Lord has completed his explanation. So understanding, knowledge with devotion, it's actually spiritual life. Without knowledge, if you just do devotion, then it becomes sentimental. Then just knowledge will not work without devotion. Then it becomes mental speculation. It becomes like a fanatism. So we don't want fanatism. We don't want sentimentalism. We want spiritualism. How it is possible? Knowledge with devotion service. That is called spiritualism. So Krishna has just mentioned about this. So it is impossible to mention everything about Lord's glory. There was a Vedanta Deshika. There was a great Acharya in Sri Vaishnava Parampara called Vedanta Deshika. So what he did, he wanted to describe about Lord. So he sat down. He wanted to write about Lord. So where to start? He started to describe about Lord's lotus feet. So before starting to describe about his lotus feet, there is his paduka, his chapel, wooden chapels are there. So he wanted to glorify about this wooden chapel. So he started glorifying. One song, second song, third song, fourth song, 10, 100, 500, 1,000 songs. 1,000 songs just to glorify Lord's wooden chapel, his paduka, and it was not enough. He wanted to do more, and he said, "Okay, it's enough. I cannot describe anymore because just for the paduka itself, 1,000 means. Then if you come to lotus feet, then his nails, then his knees, then his hips, then his navel, then his chest, then his beautiful smiling face, then his eyes, then his head. So it is impossible for anyone to describe. Ananta Shesha with thousands of mouth from time immemorial, he is glorifying about Lord's glory, but still he cannot find an end. So that is how the Lord's glory is. It is impossible for us to find an end. So what we can do, we can just try to understand according to our ability. Like a person goes to Ganga to take bath, he doesn't go from this shore to that shore, or he doesn't swim through full Ganga. He just goes, takes bath according to his ability. Similarly, Lord's glories are unlimited. We can only understand how much capability we have, or how much Lord reveals himself to us. That much only we can understand him. So Lord, he has revealed something about his glories here. So along with Arjuna, we can also appreciate Lord's energy in various form. So whenever you see some glorious thing, always appreciate Lord. Whenever you see some beautiful things, always appreciate the Lord's beauty, Lord's architectural intelligence in that beautiful things. Don't think immediately it is for my enjoyment. All these days, what we are doing, whenever you see something beautiful, immediately you will think, immediately your eyes will scan how I will enjoy this. But whenever now you see some beautiful things, immediately we should think how I should offer this to Krishna. That's a difference. You find a beautiful flower. If you are a karmi, then he takes this flower and he puts in his wife's head. But if a devotee sees this beautiful flower, he takes this flower and offers it to the Lord. Similarly, this Atma is just like this. This Atma, we don't know with what kind of sangha we have. If we have dushta sangha, then we'll end up in some dushta's hand. But if we have sadhu sangha, then the sadhus, they take this Atma, they offer it to the Lord. So we should always stay in sadhu sangha. Only in sadhu sangha we can see Lord, we can appreciate Lord in all these qualities.